unless the T's have a good spot to do that boost, to peek down to suicide, you're gonna have that little tiny window of opportunity where you can make that push into lower tunnel, as we are seeing coming out from the before side of things. Quite a slow start in the pistol round. They're just going to make their way slowly out towards long. And in these long-range battles, of course, you would think the USB have an advantage, but Arkinia, she is going to be heading in first, and she has a P250 in hand.
Indeed she does. Finally, someone else who appreciates my obsession with the P250. Moving forward now are the teams. You get these numbers on the site and try to overwhelm. Won't even be needed. That P250 is paid for itself and then some. The most perfect gun in the game. Man and woman advantage. I'll get used to that for MIBR now, as they are on a 4 versus 3 situation. Retake is on. Goddesses lacking in Kevlar here, but everyone's going to be aiming for the head. There's no kit on the players who are alive. Perhaps there's one around the site.
Nani is gonna push up towards that elbow. Gets flashed a little bit. There's a little bit of damage though, but this is gonna be difficult. Finds one. Can she get the second one as well? No. Littles and Arkinia, they clean up the remainder of before, and first round in right in their hands. And that P250, how important. Look at those frags. They're absolutely delicious.
So clean. Lovely to see. Nothing makes me happier than a P250 one-shot. I think before thought the bomb was planted on the corner for long as well. I think Goddess got lost in the smoke there. But with no kit, it was going to always be a tall order for them. So MIBR starts on the right foot. Perhaps it will be a difficult game of Dust2 for before, but let's not speak too soon. They have gone for a force buy here. Younger's left some money in the hole, which may be for an AWP later. Now, I've got a quick question for you, Hega. Actually, I'll wait for it to come later, because this may be a fast play from MIBR, and that HE grenade could be absolutely devastating if the timing is right. There it goes. But what will the damage look like? Well, there's some chunky damage. Still a crossfire here for Goddess and her teammate, Julie. Down she goes eventually, but they've done so much work.
So much work indeed, and look at that. 2 deagles in the hands of Nani and Poppings. If they are going for this before the bomb has been planted, perhaps they could have made a little bit of a surprise. But look at these Littles. She's going to take the fight to them. Flash comes out. No one is actually blinded, but she gets at least one, and that is a beautiful, perfect timing to swing up at Nani!
Oh, Nani?
Nani! With the quick double there. No defuse kit in hand, but he doesn't need it. That is absolutely brilliant. So do you prefer the P250 over the Deagle? Let's have a little bit of a replay though, because Goddess and Younger, they're doing all this work. Her and Julie as well.
Oh, she domed Arkinia at the back while the MAC-10 ran out of ammo, couldn't switch weapon fast enough, and down they fell. That was unexpected. Hega, the P250 is the perfect weapon, okay? It costs $300.
The perfect weapon?
Perfect. It costs $300.
Out of every weapon that you can purchase in the entirety of CSGO.
Listen to me. It costs $300. You get a kill, it pays for itself. It's a great equalizer. You got those crappy Glocks on a pistol. You can one-shot at double the range, more or less. It's perfect. It is beautiful. I love the accuracy.
Else that can be perfect is Julie's position. Tucking herself a little bit into that cubby. Finds Joseph. Turns for the flash. Gets another. In the meanwhile, Littles catches Goddess as she is trying to come in on the flank. And now, both teams have invested everything they have into this round, so this is quite important. Are they gonna try it again with the flash for her to peek outside? Up close and personal with the Mac tab. And she swings.
Nani's got a kit though, so this is still doable. They've made it onto the site now, but these T rifles are going to be very dangerous indeed. Younger's got one more to find and a defuse kit to collect. Won't do either of those things. And the force buy straight back will work out for MIBR. Forcing their way into the B bomb site. Retake was always going to be hard. 2 smokes and a molly can close some of the choke points down, but wasn't enough in the end.
It was a good attempt there, but Julie is sole defender of the B bomb site, and of course the B bomb site on Dust2 is, if not the hardest, just least on the top 3 list of difficult bomb sites to retake. And MIBR, after gaining control of the site, they shut down the retake attempt for B4. Keisha has been tagged with the scout. She's just gonna hide herself as good as she can up towards that suicide area. You call that suicide, or is that just me?
Yeah, we call it suicide because it isn't the best idea to try and run down there, put it that way. So these force buys will continue back and forth until a team wins a consecutive round.
I believe you when you say it, but hinge smoke, of course, gives great coverage. Younger, not able to find anything, but Josie, she is going to find a couple of B4 players. Good idea there to aggressively push into upper and lower tunnels. Gets a lot of information there. Frags has not gone quite in their favor, and Younger, she is brilliant with these scoped weapons. Searching for the head, cannot find it.
Oh!
She gets the wall bang onto Kisha, and that, I believe, is the bomb. Gonna China then. I'll be able to take it down, but you get this aggressive position by Younger. Littles, though, has another player right around the corner. Julie takes her out, and now it's all down to Younger. Arkinia trades it out in the end, but James, that's quite a close round. Only down to 1v1 there at the end of it.
Yeah, it could have been interesting if Nani made it through CT because she had an incendiary, and with the bomb planted for short, that could have made things a little curious. Didn't end up being that way, though, as they did go with the MP9 down shot. Didn't win the duels they needed to, so that is the consecutive round 1 by MIBR, which is going to put B4 into eco territory. Can't force buy forever. 5 USPs on roads, swirling around the middle doors for the time being. MIBR moving to the site with good timing. They're not leaving it too late. It is possible for people to be too careful in those anti-force buy rounds and then run out of time. Wasn't the case though in that round, so that was great to see. Good measure.
Oh, look at this! They all know this is something that you see many. Oh, as I say that, they are pushing through this, and I believe this is going to be a cleanup, good cleanup there from Kisha. What you see more and more teams tend to lean towards is to actually not do the double cross smokes, but simply just pop flash to peek it, or just as we saw here, take it very, very slowly and go clear out all those angles. What you don't want to do is, of course, have someone... Oh, Littles!
Wow.
That's a great opener. That's why it's still so risky to cross those double doors as CT.
Yeah, Yuli got gapped, as we would say, the cleanest of clean. But a horrible start for before. It is, some people do pass by, rather than smoking middle doors, just throwing a HE there, because the smoke is generally of way more value, but a HE kicks up enough dirt off the floor that you are able to, in most cases at least, run past with some cover. Something to consider for this game, perhaps, as that isn't the start that they were looking for, especially on their first buy round, rather than a force buy.
Nani, she's gonna be throwing that incendiary off. Goddess tucked in the corner. It's gonna have a field day.
A very nice start indeed. MIBR unable to push the remainder into the site. However, all the CTs are out of position now. Don't outstay your welcome. Time to head over towards the A bomb site. It's going to be difficult for MIBR to identify that everybody's here, but risks have to be taken in a 2v3 when you are low on HP. Can't imagine Littles gets into a long position here with the bomb plant. Now, they've both headed towards the site. They don't have control of long or short, which will be a problem. There are mollies on short, but they surely have to try and get aggressive somewhere just to take some pressure off.
Yeah, I think we're going to have the before players at least. They're going to be pushing towards elbow together, but Littles, she is so lethal with that op. They managed to flash her out of scope at least. Nani takes her out. Arkinia 1 versus 3. She has to do a lot more in this round if it's going to go in their favor. Nani takes her out in the end, and good retake there for before. They opted to going every single woman together from that catwalk position. Not splitting up. Yeah.
Yeah, they had some good utility for that retake as well. It's the AK heading down long with the AWP staying on the site there. And it wasn't to be on that occasion for MIBR. 2 AK-47s collected by the 3 remaining players of before, which will certainly help. We see the Galil coming out for Josie, and Arkinia will only have a Desert Eagle for the time being. So definitely some issues despite having planted the bomb. Before securing long for the time being. I do wonder if MIBR will be maybe heading for a play through the middle doors. We can see 3 players in the tunnels for now. Arkinia's going to be flashing Younger off that short position. Oh, that's gone a bit too deep there. It's landed in the buildings. Wasn't blind, but no harm done.
No, still a slow bit of a default round. Nice to see MIBR. They're opting to take control of that lower tunnels. We see Josie put down the hinge smoke, allowing for her teammates to cross over to Xbox. Arkinia only has a Deagle in the round, and right around the corner is a couple of those B4 players waiting patiently. Younger, she misses that shot, but is... oh, that must have been quite a quick one from Littles. Nani, who was hiding, ready to pounce, but cannot get anything done. Gonna be seeing them line up some smokes for pushing out towards short. This second smoke here is particularly important. You can see Younger, she's not able to spot anyone there and has to move backwards. Good flash, drops down there. She also gets taken out. How much more can you do, Younger? 10 seconds left here. Bomb has to be planted.
Poppins was able to eliminate the long lurker, so that's an important map control for before as they move towards the site. Very fast indeed. Point advantage for now, and it gets even better for them. China's in the clutch. 1 versus 3 from that short position. Wins the first 1v1, trying to secure a second one. More junk being thrown in her direction. The bomb is very much planted for her though. If she can bait the shot, well, not the result she wanted. Very strong retake once again from before. Looking quite confident on the CT side. Again, couldn't force off the AWP. Was made hard for her by 1T dropping into spawn and running up the ramp, but I think the timing wasn't with the women on the top. You can see get the 1v1 there. No trade possible. Held the long position, allowed him to retake with ease.
Yeah, I would have loved to see a bit more flashes come out from MIBR. Land a couple of them towards that ramp area, completely blinding Younger. Oh, almost takes out 1 player there. Younger, the author of B4. Quick catwalk rush in this round. Nani just makes it around the corner. It's digged there. Those Tech 9s are not to be... you can't count them out.
Not to be trifled with, and that's a very nasty grenade that delays the bomb plant. That's a huge grenade because it buys more time before the rotation from the CT squad. We can see one below that bomb already. And have a look at the util that before have. They've got smokes. They can really deal with this short choke point with smoke splashes and HE grenades. Got some players by Gandalf though, which will have to be dealt with, but the rest will be eliminated. So the bomb plant had to be worst case scenario for MIBR. Oh, they're getting absolutely battered, but what would you expect? This is a half buy from them, if you can even call it that. They planted the bomb, they've got the bonus money, but they couldn't get any kills.
Yeah, that utility usage from before was brilliant. Got 2 frags with the grenade, which is not something that you see a lot.
And we're all tied up, 4-4. MIBR will be back with a nice clean buy, rather than the messy ones we've had due to lack of funds.
Haven't really seen MIBR take long control very early in the round. Arkinia, she's just gonna have a little bit of a look. Yes, double molly there, and the long control has been established before. Brilliant lineup for that Xbox smoke there.
Style points for that one.
Absolutely brilliant, but here comes the actual push. Poppins, new player of before, is gonna get tested. Takes down Arkinia, and things are slowing down a little bit here. Poppins is just popping off, and Nani is gonna be lurking around in this smoke.
Good support flashbangs coming through from before to help their pit player. Made it really hard for MIBR to continue to trade those kills. And before will spread out somewhat more reasonably now that they have secured that long position. We can see MIBR will exchange grenades for a play into the B bomb site with what remains. And again, well, that's perfect timing from before. Keeping an eternal clock in the head. How long might it take them to rotate towards the B bomb site? Smoke off the choke point immediately. Now, MIBR have a 3 versus 2 situation wherever they might choose to go. Before have seen that no one is in that long position, and Younger will race back towards the A bomb site. But where is the bomb headed? Looks like it's B.
Yeah, 3 players alive for MIBR. As the push comes in, this is a split. Julie, she is good for 1. China now has to go huge, and there's no more time left on the clock to even get that.
Oh,
she
dear.
dies after the time has run out.
Yeah, stay away from the windows. Taken by an owl.
Yeah, that of course means no loss, no money for her, really, which is such a shame.
Yeah, dying after time, you will not get your loss bonus, so just showing too much flesh at the window. Pack timeout from before. So what do you think of how this CT half is looking for before at present? 5-4, 5 rounds from 9. I feel like they've got momentum in their favor. They've been confident on the retakes. Do you think this is a good situation for them?
Diving into my archives, I know that before they've had quite a strong CT side. But I think MIBR, they want to at least get a couple more on the board if they're going to be pleased with the half. Another equal round for them, but quite flashes here that they have invested in. And oh boy, they're going to go quick out on Long and Younger and Poppins.
Uh-oh.
Actually, Younger gets deleted by the deagle of Arkinia. And now they're going to be looking to slowing things down.
Too awkward for Poppins to think about disposing of a weapon because she has no idea if people are on the way or not. We can see MIBR are creeping. Time is on their side. No flanks happening at present, so there is limited information for before. They don't know what the situation is towards mid or towards B hall. Suddenly they do now as Poppins pops off and takes 2 down. And again, this is getting dangerous. They've lost 2 plays now for before. So they want to try and avoid losing the whole round. As we start to see the cross, Goddess will spot 2. And there's only 2 remaining. That's all the information they need. And that is a fat grenade going towards the site. Incendiary going there as well. Maybe the other way around could have stopped the bomb plant there, or at least slowed it down. But there's an AWP now in the hands of MIBR. Only one of them has Kevlar though, so they will be squishy. And it's Josie left to 15 HP, losing 4 players before, but they've got the money to survive it for now, for the most part. It is going to be a very expensive round though. Actually, I think MIBR might be in a good spot here if they can win the next round. They may send the economy of before to the bin thanks to this round.
Yeah, this round, and also we can attribute a little bit to the previous rounds where they've been able to get the plants. They seem to get that bomb down despite them not having much more than a couple of pistols and some utility, which is a fantastic sign for the offensive side of MIBR. We're looking to see if they are managing to get any sort of a long spawn, but no. They're going to be sending people down towards suicide. And that's a quick trade there. Both operators getting 1. But it is going to be Littles who is the sole survivor there. Nani. See her communicating to her team. Just got to strafe around the corner. Quick lineup of the smokes. Poppins putting down a little bit of a defensive one. She's gonna catch Kisha with an nade, yes.
Yeah, tough spot on short. So many T's coming her way. Has to get 2 there to really make it happen, but won't get any of them. And now we find ourselves in a 3-on-3. A stalemate for MIBR as they will be thwarted by these smokes once again. That won't be a comfortable situation for them. Should see more CTs creeping in now. But eventually these smokes will go. Really concerned about the short position. We can see a bait and switch here as they line up for Goddess, but she only gets 1. Poppins and Goddess get absolutely clapped, leaving Julie with much to do. Jump peek or a quick swing. Low health player, goodbye. 1v1 now. The bomb planter Littles versus Julie. Just focusing on the side. Quick jump peek there. Has a rough idea of where she is now, but you better be fast on that trigger finger. Really looking for that headshot. Some pre-fire as well. Switching out for a weapon, but can't find it. It's too far to the right. She's got the AK now. Littles gets the reload in and gets the round as well. They have built on that eco damage and cleaned the money for B4 in that 10th round. 11th round, excuse me.
Yeah, what a round by Littles, and she is showing that she is capable of doing this all, even without that up in her hands. Brilliant round by Littles, and what a game she has had so far. 14 frags on the board, and she is absolutely dominating. As you were mentioning, a bit of an eco coming up here for before, but look at that Goddess. She has forced up.
Yeah, she's full sent it with that 1800, which is quite interesting because Julie and Younger have got about 4,000. Nani and Poppins 3,033, so they could definitely muster a buy together in the next round, but it seems they're opting for the straight force buy here. They can get enough rifles out, they'll say. They'll be happy with that. 3 rifles and 2 pistols, but a fair amount of utility. It seems they do not want to allow the door to be open for MIBR into the remainder of this half, so they'll try to cut some corners here. Does that mean we're going to see a funky play from them? Not opting for the takeoff long on this occasion, B4. Possibly due to the limited weaponry, but Younger still has some range hiding behind these bales. Their positions will be compromised now, so they've lost long entirely. You lose long, you have to secure short, otherwise you're not getting any retake anytime soon, so they'll go off to do that. We can see that Goddess has pushed through B halls at the same time as well, so they can really stack the numbers towards this A-bomb site.
Yeah, and they kind of have to as well, seeing that their weapons is not quite favoring them. See Poppins. She still has a smoke, which is great, because that if she uses that, she is allowed to have a little bit more space to work with here on in the elbow of Catwalk. I have Younger push in a little bit closer. She has the best rifle in her team. Good Molotov there, but it's a bit of a trade here back and forth, but MIBR, they come out on top, and now it is all down to Nani and Goddess.
Limited range though, just the pistoleros remaining for before. All the rifle players have been lost. Not sure if weapons close enough, as we can see those X's on the bomb site. Those rifles are nowhere close. This is really going to be hard. 2 versus 4 with pistols versus 4 rifles. This might be throwing good money after bad, but how much do they really have to lose here? Again, there's just not really anything they can do from this position, really. Looking at MIBR, tying the score now on their T side. And again, before we'll rue the outcome of this round, maybe once the bomb goes off, perhaps a rifle will be sent Goddess's way. Worth having a look.
Yeah. Just gonna sprint on up and see if she can find anything. Sadly, that is not the case. And we are, as you mentioned, all tied up again. And do believe that MIBR is going to be quite happy should they manage to secure this next round as well. Rather a full eco here for before, and they are going to try to run it up mid. I think Arkinia has spotted one player here, Younger, with your favorite pistol, who has managed to make her way into lower tunnels.
Okay, I won't say it's the best gun, but it's the most balanced gun in the game.
The most balanced gun, or most balanced pistol.
Most balanced gun. Tell me a gun that's better balanced than a P250.
Well, it's certainly, perhaps not AK. As it has it's quite powerful, I would say.
Yeah, so that's maybe best, but most balanced.
Money versus what you're able to do with it.
The P250 is perfect.
I would say...
If the P250 was an apple, it would be the most roundest apple in the tree. Whereas the AK's got a bit more weird shapes to it.
Yossi has to be careful here. She has been heard and Goddess that 5-7, 6 round. That's a rifle picked up that they can save if they so were to choose.
So, are you more of a round apple? Are you more of a round apple person or a weirdly shaped apple?
No, I'll go for a mango if I can have a
mango. Wow!
I believe mango is my favorite. So I'll have a bit of a deagle, right? Any day. I don't know if that's a comparison. Well, the banana, that's obvious because that's for 5-7, right? Because that actually has a banana skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the meantime, all MIBR remainder of their team has been able to secure themselves down towards that long area, and this upcoming round, though, James, will it be apples or will it be oranges? At least
yeah,
they have a
that's
tactical
a very good
timeout.
question.
Tactical timeout coming out of before. How are they going to be able to, I would say anti-strat or counter the aggressive side of MIBR?
Yeah, on their full buys, they've been going for the long takes each round before, where they've had shortcomings they didn't challenge. You know, when they had the pistols and so on. They've got the util to more or less do whatever they want to in this round. What do you expect to come though?
From MIBR, seeing that they have a couple of good spawns towards long, they might be wanting to go quick towards there. Little's gonna get no, not gonna get boosted. Arkinia just jump spotting for that information, and perhaps a bit of a short take once again. Have 2 players currently for before. Who's posted up to defend that long area, and Nani, who has been able to rotate to cover towards mid. And I think this has been quite a problem for before. They don't have a player who is very aggressive towards that short position. You see how spread out the defense on A side is. with Poppins playing so far down towards pit, she can't really support her short player so much. If short player is able to play more towards the long corner, or vice versa, they at least have they're at least a bit closer to each other, so they can trade each other if that comes up. But this is brilliant from MIBR. Just very, very explosive here out on shore. Younger is gonna find one.
Yeah, they dropped the bomb carrier as well. Has been collected. Younger still alive for now, but down she goes. The trades will continue. And before, one person to the good now. 3 versus 2 retake for them. They've got Nani on long with the AK-47. No AWP on the players who are moving through. MIBR moving to that short position. They've got to find these kills before the grenades come through. There will be a trade now, leaving Littles alone. There was a smoke there. There is a smoke which Nani can deploy. Gonna swing though on that AWP, and down goes Nani, leaving Yuli in a 1 versus 2. Getting tagged, still not on that bomb just yet. There was a smoke though. Still not deploying it just yet. Putting it forward now, and it's some fishing for Little. Switches out for the AK-47. Can she find the bullets? Looks like she might be able to do that.
Wow, what a clutch by Littles. I'm impressed, but I'm not surprised.
Well, before in the 2 versus 1, they had a smoke which they could have put in that short position to force her to run through the smoke and try and get a kill, which would have made things way stronger for the CTs. That was one option, and another one, of course, was to put it on the bomb, but put the onus on your opponent there.
I think that Little's decision to push out before they had the time to kind of think about that was what made MIBR win that round. She is super aggressive with that up, and manages to switch out onto the AK and spray down the last before player. And it's looking like it's going to be the same short execute once again. And here as well we see Younger, a bit more of an aggressive angle here. Nani has rotated in to help her as well, but they both go down to China. China with a beautiful 2K there for entering. Gonna have the bomb on her back as well, and Goddess is gonna try it, but gets punished.
Poppins elevating her position on the curve there. To no avail though with that flick of the AWP. Had to rotate from along with the MP9, not the range really for that engagement. And Julie won't be able to do it either. Too many people on shore for her to deal with. And MIBR will come back to take the lead at halftime.
Taking the lead indeed, but this is far from over, and we are going to return right after this.
Sometimes it feels you can't go on. Don't let them win. Just reach down, you'll turn it around. All these roads we take helps us find a way, even if we learn the hard way. We get through it all. It's okay to fall. We are standing tall. They can try, but they won't succeed. They know we won't fall so easily. We own the world, and the world will
Welcome back, everyone, to this fantastic matchup that we have here in the ESL Impact Season 2. We are in South America, and it is the top, how would you say it? The top teams of Group B who is going to battle it out, and MIBR, they're off to a good start.
Rare P2000 in the hands of Arkinia, trying to get nasty with it, but the T's are able to steady the ship for now, but there are more and more CTs streaming in, but that means they'll lose position on A. We can see the bomb on the radar is heading towards the A bomb site while they're entertained. So we're seeing a very bizarre role reversal now as the bomb is being planted for the platform. No big concern there as the CTs re-rotate towards that short position now. So a very fast-paced pistol run we are seeing here. 4 versus 3 for MIBR. They have a kit in the hands of Littles and a flash as well as before start to move away from the bomb site, but that will compromise their range with these Glocks. There is a P250 for goddess. What a bad time to get tongue-tied. But they are getting the kills. Littles and Arkinia with 1 HP, a hope and a dream. Arkinia might have the body block here with that 1 HP. Not quite getting there, but the bomb defuse will before any more kills. So that was a wild pistol round. Goes the way of MIBR.
Whew! Yeah, that was crazy, and nice little detail there how Little she is looking down in the floor as she is defusing, making her head a little bit less visible from the positions there for the B4 players. And then Arkinia doing a fantastic job of body blocking all those shots with only 1 HP.
First team to get to double figures here, MIBR. And the rifles will be out, prioritizing the larger guns over the grenades. Really wild, some of the buys you can see when a team plants the bomb and loses the round, as we see the 2 Galils and a scout out here for before. Controversial change to the economy in Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I think it has done what it intended to do, giving, making it a bit more of an even playing field, because previously iterations of Counter-Strike, of course, if you lost the pistol round, you basically gave away 2 additional rounds, making it so much more important. And gonna see what is happening here. I believe they're gonna be trying to pop out towards a long. Have a little bit of a smoke deployed there, gonna block off CT spawn. Hope that they're gonna put a little bit of a pop flash through the doors there, yes, but Kisha, she is turned around, and China with that triple spray down.
Wow, that really ruins the entire round. The remainder of before take the bomb site, but with no bomb, what good is that? It's only for show. Put it on Instagram. Surface level material there as they have to go and rescue that bomb, but Littles will deny them, and that means MIBR make it to 11. The bait and switch there, popping out from behind blue and getting all the kills to secure that round for MIBR. They make it to 11. No bomb plant will be rough for before, but their loss bonus will be rising very quickly indeed.
Yeah, I love that little detail there with the kind of a bait setup. Kisha in a very much one and done position behind the door, gets taken out immediately, but they are not expecting China to be right around that blue container. Hoppis actually manages to tag Josie there as she wanted to cross.
What's your favorite Deagle skin?
That is, of course, the Blaze.
We've got a lot of education to do with you. The T's making their way into the B bomb site now, losing the bomb, of course. They've got pistols versus the rifles, but they are forcing some entries here. Littles has got some work to do now. Nice tight choke point there as she goes for the USP to try and finish off the job and just hold the T in the choke point. Grenades to finish, and they will deny before any success on that B bomb site. Some kills here and there, but again, a bomb plant would have been fantastic for them.
Yeah, they're not quite as capable of getting into that sites and having their bomb be planted. MIBR, I felt they had success with that every time they tried. Meanwhile, before struggling a little bit on the T side. Long gets long control for free, and look at this aggressive position from Arkinia. Perfectly timed Molotov there as well. Forces Nani off that angle, allows her to move in just a little bit closer. We're gonna see her teammate bait for her as well here.
Instant trade from Nani. Really, really important. Again, that's a rough position now for MIBR. Advantage B4. They've got over a minute on the clock in a 4 versus 4. This will stretch the defenses a little, which could be to their advantage. We can see that they are offering some grenades to this B bomb site now, which is being held from the outside before trying to pull some more players towards B, as they do have a focus on taking long here. Maybe a long journey to the bomb site, though, no pun intended, once the secret has been revealed. And there is a bait set up here for MIBR. The incendiary goes towards blue to force them forward into the hands of waiting China, but they're hesitating for now. 35 seconds. This timing is not in Before's favor.
Oh, hard clear there by Younger, but she takes her out. Only 25 seconds left on the clock. There is 3 smokes in the hands of B4, and I think they need to deploy them if they are going to have a chance of crossing here. Littles, who is holding that angle. Are we going to see her jump up and go for that pesky no scope? Tries for it. Cannot shoot. She does connect. And
what?
Takes out Younger through the smoke. Oh
man.
She is beasting on before. There is no escaping the AWP of Littles. That's for sure. But I would love to see a replay of those two, because that second one was so darn quick as well.
Almost, but not quite. Younger through the smoke there. There was revenge had by that AWP, if you can even call it that, after the jumping frag. 13-6, MIBR 3 rounds away from victory at this point. If Before plant the bomb and lose, they can buy in the next round. They'll get about 4,200 worst case scenario if they get that bomb plant. But they need to start winning rounds on this T side, because they are running out of rounds to lose at this point. Again, if you're joining us late, this is the first map of the series, as you can see in the top right corner. Currently, Dust2, the pick of MIBR, moving on to Ancient, which will be very interesting. Picked by Before and Nuke as a decider, should it go that far. Right now, MIBR looking to secure the final rounds on Dust2. Very aggressive smoke towards top mid. These are some shenanigans we are seeing from MIBR. Even if they don't send it behind that smoke, it's just going to slow down any plans that Before had, because they have to make sure that they're not going to get trolled with aggressive smokes like that.
Yeah, and this is a very important, I would say, difference in the way that MIBR plays their CT sides. They are playing more together. Look at that. They even are more than happy to give up long control when they have Littles with that up playing from site. She is soon going to be tested. And wow, a shot by Julie.
I thought it only happened like on pugs. That's disgusting. That's such an outrageous peak. They need to capitalize on this, though. That's a good start, but it's always about how you finish. You can see Nani's been dropped in the smoke. That bomb not planted just yet now, as MIBR get closer and closer to the site. That incendiary goes down early, and there's even more. That bomb's not getting planted. Look how the CTs are all over that short position, or the CT position as well. They are ready for the retake before the bomb's even been planted, and there's even more lineups for them. Really did well to slow things down in that respect.
And the utility usage just keeps going. So Arkinia actually picking up a second nade from spawn. So that's quite an interesting bit of information. So they're actually, as the push comes in here, trades are gonna go back and forth. Goddess and Junge and Poppins. Are they gonna be able to hold this one off? No, in the end, Arkinia with a triple kill, and she is
let's go!
Screaming and shouting into the camera. 14 on the board for MIBR there, and touching back to what I was talking about, have a little look here if they have the finances to it. I believe they're going to be dropping some nades in spawn, making it easier for them in the retake. Look at that. Is that a decoy or is that a flash? I am not sure. But there's something that's been left in CT spawn for them to work with in a potential retake situation.
Yeah, good attention to detail from MIBR. Props to Julie for that nasty peek with the AK-47 though, but they weren't able to hold on to the site. And that's to the credit of MIBR. Let's not forget, they immediately went towards CT. They had their lineups for the incendiaries onto the site, spread the fire everywhere. You're not planting the bomb anytime soon. Before B4 even got a sniff at planting that bomb, all of MIBR were around the A bomb site. They're not going to lose time rotating once that bomb's been planted. The utility usage was excellent, put themselves in the best position to win, and win they did. 2 rounds away now from this first game, MIBR, showing why they picked Dust2. Very strong on their CT side.
Yeah, look at that. They're starting the round with 4 players towards long, expecting something quick to come from before towards that part of the map. But it has not happened, and they're all grouped towards that B site, upper and lower tunnels, just waiting. Perhaps one of the MIBR players are going to come and check what is up. On the European side of things, Littles. Yeah,
there are 3 CT towards this B bomb site, so this split might not be as easy as before. Might be thinking perhaps the timing is not favorable to them on this occasion. As normally you might expect to. This was threatening to peek behind that flash, but choosing to fall back instead. Bomb now looking for a plan B, which isn't the B bomb site, as we can see China going through these long doors. She's going to have a monstrous shadow advantage, but she'll also hear them heading towards short and keep it under rotation from MIBR on that radar now, as they've got that sound information coming through from China.
Yeah, look at Kisha, her repositioning. She is just going to be jiggle peeking this corner. When the flash comes out, I expect her to fall back. They have the man advantage here, MIBR, and look at this. The utility, the nade is going to rain in. Not taking too much damage this time. Josie with a second one, and the retake is on for MIBR. 4 versus 4 here is before going to be able to hold this. Julie, it's spotted there. Nani, quick on the trade.
And there's Arkinia with the AW. But what? Okay, that was the M4. Never mind. That wasn't as crazy as it looked. Running out of bullets now gives China an opportunity. She doesn't have any grenades. She has to find a headshot here. That's the only way she's doing it. The spray down is here, but does she have the time for the defuse? It's going to be a close one. Oh, she's made it. Game point for MIBR. Another retake successful on the A-bomb site.
Yeah, I'm speechless because those frags were going back and forth so quickly. And in the end, it is the latest addition to the MIBR lineup. China, 21 frags on the board so far. Her teammate Arkinia is right behind her, but of course, leading the way for MIBR, it's Littles. And that's quite what you expect from an upper on a map like Dust2, James.
Absolutely. How many more rounds are we going to see? The bomb was planted, so the AKs will be out. But now 9 rounds in a row needed by before versus a very strong and very confident MIBR on their CT side of Dust2.
Yeah, before hasn't been able to string one single round together here on their T side. So this is absolutely dominant by MIBR. And someone that has been dominating in the European region is, of course, Enigma Galaxy. Today they were playing against No Fear 5, and they managed to win this one out in the end, but it was actually losing the initial map of Dust2 against No Fear 5. So that's quite an interesting match that they had. Not shown on the stream today, but congratulations to Enigma Galaxy for maintaining their lead in Group A of the European region.
Arkinia thinks a flash is coming, but it's a 3-woman swing instead. And now the B-bomb site will be collapsed upon Does the AWP go through the smoke? Josie tries to do what she can, but it seems this game might not be over just yet. There isn't so much money for MIBR, so I think this round should already be over if they are disciplined, and indeed they are. We've got some nasty aimers on this server. The CT peak of the AK on the long corner at the beginning of this round was really, really spicy, but it will be before to take the round.
Yeah, good little split there, and I just can't I can't shake off the fact that I think it's just gonna be too little, too late. A lot of match points here for MIBR, and what has been the most intriguing to me for the defensive side of MIBR is how versatile they are. They are not afraid to gamble in starting the round with 4 players towards that long side of things, splitting up, having 2 players play quite aggressively towards mid. We've seen Arcania pushing into lower tunnels, backed up by Josie on short. And of course, Littles has been all over the map with her up in hand, finding entries. Nice use of the nade there, exactly like James was explaining how you could do it without using a smoke. The HE who is the HE is what did you call it? It's
Picks up the dirt off the floor.
Yeah, kicks up a little bit of the dirt off the floor, and Poppins, she hasn't been pushed yet. This is gonna be her test. She spots the shadow there or something. In the meanwhile, Julie is taking out China towards long.
Yeah, China's been barbecued, but map control is still there, although Keisha's got some dueling to do, trying to hold off Julie. She has to hold long because long's been compromised, as we can see. Grenades are here once again. They know they've got a plant for sure because they don't have long. Well-timed incendiary, but there's a smoke to answer that. Still, we have Julie lurking top mid. We'll see if she tries to re-aggress towards that long position. Awkward for MIBR. Certainly need to think about this one. Need to be offered something, otherwise might be worth just saving here, really.
I do agree with that, but as we say that, Arcania has managed to find an opener onto Nani, and with that Molo out, Kisha's chiming in, Junger and Poppins.
Here we go.
Be able to do something. Josie picks up the AK. They're gonna try to push a little bit aggressively on towards the short end. Is this
my
it, or is that Molotov? No, it is not going to be able to do it, and that is a